Well, good morning and welcome back to Building a House from Trees. This week's episode, I've got to show the mistakes that I've made and anyway, I do some back work and I also build some gaskets for those huge doors in the previous two episodes. So I go through that process a little bit, but you'll see. I'm not going to explain it all that much. This is the tallest corn I've ever grown. It's doing really well. I imagine the raccoons will eat most of it when it comes in, but so it goes. I've been working a little bit with my friend Sterling, who helped me put on this big bright metal roof 2.5 years ago, and I've been helping him build a garage, helping him here and there. So just putting on a roof and digging some holes and adding a lean-to. So that's taken a little bit of time away from the project, and that's okay. I've been busy, and it's a hot summer, and the garden's eating up some time too. But it's nice time, and now it's starting to produce quite a bit of food. So thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, thanks for sharing and liking, and all the really positive, kind comments. It's always encouraging, and share, like, subscribe, and make sure you subscribe. All right, we'll see you out there. Bye. All right, good morning. Well, this is the kind of thing that occurs when you don't have a plan or the knowledge of home building a house, as I am really entirely from the ground up for the first time. You make mistakes like this. A good friend of mine stopped by. We walked upstairs, he was looking around. He said, "Why is the floor raised?" As many of you have commented. And it never really occurred to me why you were asking me that, but he said, "Yeah, tear that up." He said, "You don't want to do that. You don't want a little step up into the bathroom." I did it so the plumbing chases would be easier, but I regret it. And now I'm going to try to tear it up and make it flat. And I'll figure out, I've actually kind of figured out the way to do it anyway. It didn't even occur to me that having a 2-inch step would be a miserable thing, and it's just not really done in new home construction. So I'm going to attempt to save these sheets of Advantech. If I can't, it's $100 worth of material, and my time is worthless, so whatever. But I'm going to correct this problem. I made it to last, so it should be extremely difficult to get out, but here we go. Well, this is proving miserable, but not as miserable as I had feared. In fact, it's not as miserable as I'd hoped, kind of. I'm afraid that the construction adhesive that I used, maybe the temperature was wrong, but it's sticky, but it's not impossible to rip up. It should be tearing the wood and stuff, so I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's good that it's not too bad to get apart. I think this should be harder. It's just sitting there. Well, here I am, finishing up some back work. Basically what I've done is I've ripped up 4 sections of flooring. The flooring was, the joists were really uneven. I put them down and I thought they were pretty good, but it was just cold, and I guess I was trying to get it down. I didn't like how the glue stuck, so I've got a different product, and it's 90 degrees today, so I think this will make it stick really solidly. And I just got a few more little things to do, give it places to land, and then this will be done, and then I can start laying out the walls, the interior walls. Oh, that will be nice. All right, well, look at that. How many hours later and we are at square one, but really we're at square better than one, whatever the heck that means. I got a flat floor here now, and this is where the bed's gonna be. This is where the bedroom will be. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up and do a layout here with, you know, it's chaos in here right now, but finish my little edges here, fill those in, and then I'll be able to lay down some lines and probably start framing some interior walls. It is a hot one. So I put these on, the strapping on this, above the balcony. I did all the strapping yesterday. Didn't need to film it because there's no need. So now I'm going to go through, I've got a 6-inch screw into every single stud, but I'm going to go through with these 4 inchers and put a few into the plywood as well, just to make sure it's nice and solid, because this is what's holding up the wall. So. This gasket works really well. This is nice and tight, but this is not quite a 1/4 inch. Maybe it's just about 1/8 up, and it's a little too tight, so the door's not closing well. So I've marked out where I want to route this out, and I'll route it out, and then I'll sand the edges so it's nice and smooth, so there's a little gap, a little return for that to go into. So let's see how good a job I can do routing. Might as well line it up with something. I was being lazy and trying to do it without a guide, and it was kind of working, but you know, it's not a barn I'm building, you know, I gotta be a little more on the ball with these things. So I put a little factory edge right there so I can route right against that. Well, that worked great. And there's a really nice tight seal there. Totally stops all air from coming through. That's great. I got that idea from a friend of mine up the road. He built a solar kiln for drying lumber from his awesome sawmill. And the gasket idea was totally ripped off from his solar kiln. So I think it's going to work really well in this application. These next ones I'm going to set a little deeper in here. So this gap, I won't have to, I don't think I'll have to route that out as much, but if I put them here, it'll still do the job, but not, I won't have to route it. Some of you commented about putting the hinges on the inside. The reason I put them on the outside is because I could do these through bolts. It's actually just threaded rod, but it's a lot more solid than just into 1-inch material, so that's why I did that. Okay, here we are. Probably can't see in there or in there, but yeah, in there is a nice tight gasket, and in there is a nice tight gasket. No light getting through there, is there? Nice. And in there is a nice tight gasket, and in there. So look at that. That's just perfect. So tight. I'm going to eventually basically put a 2x4 on edge here, and then put a little lip out here, put a nice gasket out here. So these aren't in place right now because I've just got them shimmed to keep shut. I did spray, seal these in with spray foam. And same thing down here. Some strip of 2x or 1x even, with a piece of gasket material there, rubber probably to butt against it, and then some sort of latch. And I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm looking. Thank you to whoever the commenter is that left the link to those, that company that does the latches. I may go with them. So I'm just kind of doing some research on that anyway. All right. It's so much cooler in here. It's like 93 out, and it's really not so bad in the basement underground.